Hello everybody, today I thought I could do a little fall drawing, and my medium of choice today is colored pencils. I love colored pencils, but I haven't used them in a while just because of how long they take and how much patience you need. But today they're coming back, and so I've also got a pretty big colored pencil sketchbook that I'm going to be using. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's just get right into the video. So as always, of course, I'm starting off with the sketch. And I usually start pretty rough, very open, and then I go back and add details and refine shapes and stuff. And that way I don't focus on the details before I even have like the big shape right. But yeah, I decided on two pretty big pumpkins next to each other and then a little mouse in the middle. And this sketch went by pretty quickly because now it is time to start coloring. And it's been a little while since I used colored pencils, so I kind of had to get back into the flow of things. But I started off with a super light base coat of orange, and then I just started building on top of that. And instead of working on the whole thing, I decided to take it like each section by section, and that way it was a little bit less overwhelming. So for the darker shadows, I added some brown, and then I went into an orange and then a light yellow, leaving the middle part a little bit lighter to make it look shiny, because pumpkins are usually pretty reflective. But yeah, I kind of got into the flow. It did take me a really long time, but it was pretty relaxing and mindless, and I did enjoy it. The parts that I really had to pay attention to were the highlights in between the crevices and stuff, which were kind of hard to mark out, but I think I did a pretty good job and it looks pretty realistic. And I know some people like going layer by layer over the whole thing, but I definitely liked going section by section better. It just felt faster and easier and definitely less overwhelming, as I said earlier. Yeah, at this point my hand was starting to hurt, but we're almost through. We just gotta push through for the last few sections. And I made sure to avoid the imprint of the mouse so that I didn't color over it. And just like that, we are on to the very last section. And I'm pretty happy with how this pumpkin turned out. I worked on the stem next by just adding a few different values of brown. And I was pretty tired of drawing pumpkins, so I decided to move on to the mouse next. And I kind of just went for this with literally no planning, but I tried to keep my strokes very short to look like fur. And I made sure to get the pink around the ears and the nose. And of course, trying to incorporate a lot of colors into the fur. And it was pretty difficult to get a lot of detail into the paws and the tail because of how small and skinny they were, but I tried my best. And it is time for the final component, which is the other pumpkin. And this time I went for a white pumpkin, and don't worry, it doesn't take as long as the other one because the paper is already white. So I just went in with a gray for shadows and also a bit of a yellow because I feel like they usually have that kind of tint to them. And again, I just went section by section. I added a few lines in between each section just because white pumpkins are usually not very perfect. They usually have indents and are kind of dirty in places. So I tried my best to make it look like that. But yeah, this one definitely went a lot quicker than the other one. And I did really enjoy adding all the hues and different colors and incorporating them and seeing it all come together. And just like that, we're already on to the last section. And I was debating between giving this a green stem or a brown stem, but I decided on green just to add a bit more color and also because they can have green stems. But yeah, I feel like I did the ridges pretty well on that. It looks pretty realistic. So then I just added the highlight to the eye, and here is how it turned out. Oh my gosh, I am so happy with this. I think it turned out really nice. And honestly, I am pretty proud of this as well. I love how the pumpkins turned out. I think I like the white one a little bit more, but of course I still love the orange one. And I think the mouse is just so cute and like the perfect little addition. And although it did take me a while, I had a lot of fun with it and it was very relaxing. But overall, I'm really happy and proud of this. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Bye!